public lands. Sell them or keep them. A lot of conversation going on right now. I saw Congress has kind of removed some of their language about selling public lands from this big, beautiful bill. However, the Senate seems to be all excited about it still and wanting to move forward. I've seen that they're not going to sell anything, you know, they deem important, right? So national parks, wilderness areas, those are safe. Those aren't part of this conversation. However, they definitely want to get rid of some BLM land and some forest land. So, to help contextualize that conversation, I grabbed the camera, drove 10 minutes from my house for a little lunch run up into some BLM land. So, hopefully, you can get a good look at this. And yeah, let me know in the comments if this seems like worthless land that we should change through houses or mining or something like that. To me, this is an excellent natural resource that is being well utilized by folks like me and cyclists and hikers and bird watchers. We have a creek that flows most of the year, which is pretty rare around here. But yeah, just thought I'd contextualize this a little bit, because I see a lot of conversation from folks in the Midwest and the East Coast around natural or national politics, who honestly have no idea what they're talking about, because they don't experience this place. And they have no idea what they're selling or not selling. So please take a look at this useless land that we should make some profits off of. It's gross, isn't it? Anyway, I'm sure you can catch my sarcasm in the video here, but I genuinely think it's important for folks to come experience whatever it is they're talking about. How on earth can you make an informed decision if you're sitting in your office in DC? That's just nonsense. The other piece I want to cover here is when you get rid of something like land, you can't get it back. There's no, well, we're gonna make a profit now and pay some bills. But in 20 years, if that land's still valuable and we'll come buy it back. No, that doesn't happen. Once it's private, it's private. Not only that, or I think anybody who knows, economics will tell you, real estate's a pretty safe bet that it's gonna get more valuable. Other things staying equal. So, if we sell it now, and we do want to get it back, which is, again, very unlikely, but even if that is the case, we're gonna cost future generations even more, which, by the way, is the entire problem with this big, beautiful bill, is once again, whatever party in charge is kicking the can down the road and adding trillions to our national debt. So, selling lands may be looking like a, good short-term fix to bring in some much-needed revenue. But there are plenty better options that are not permanent in nature, like disposing of federal resources like our lands, which are public owned, and most of them are public accessible, like this beautiful chunk of BLM land, which, by the way, is also sandwiched in between private land and national forest and other parties. So yeah, how's it going?
Good, how are you?
Good, thanks. So yeah, it's not just an easy get rid of that parcel and it's now houses or mines or whatever. It's connected to all these other things that are now blocked completely, even if they're still technically accessible, because there's a chunk of BLM land in the middle. So there's a lot going on here beyond just, hey, let's make a quick federal buck here or there. No, there's a lot more to it than that. So hopefully this is a little educational. again, if I didn't say it already, please call your senators. Like, it's very easy. A majority of them are gonna have a voicemail box you can leave a message in, or someone that can take down your message. Emailing is good too, but I've always found that calling is more effective. It's gonna take you a few seconds, honestly. Less than a minute to give them a call, tell them you do not support any public land sell-offs in this big, beautiful bill. Maybe we can actually make it beautiful. Who knows? I highly doubt we're gonna go that far, but we can at least protect the lands that some of us find a lot of value and use in. And if you don't find any value and use in these lands, come out here. Like, come explore them, right? They're incredible. So, that's it. That's what I got for you today. You know, I'll get back to some self-coaching content soon, but yeah, it's been a very busy legislative session, and some things are too urgent because I like coaching for trail running, and if there's no trails left, well, you know, it's not gonna be a great sport to coach for anymore, so, or to run in. So anyway, yeah, there's an urgency here. Call your senators, tell them you want these public lands to stay in public hands. Thank you.